Hello and welcome back to Warlordnipple's Let's Play channel. We're playing Hegemony Gold Wars of Ancient Greece today, and I just captured Olympus. A little recap on the last video. Got Olympus and all these little fingers of Olympus, and we are solving a revolt down here, and then heading over to Amphipolis, where we will deal with the Athenians. They have these little colonies all over the place, and they're very annoying. Sent. Alright, so we have two groups. Let's send this group down, actually. This other group can move up. Diem has rebelled. Well, we moved all of our units out of Diem, so they won't be able to recruit people. Alright, now this city's not rebelling anymore. And once we take Diem back, I believe that we will be able to stop the rebellions with all the food we're getting. Rethusa has begun to rebel, because I walk through with all these phalangites. Let's just get everyone in the city. The city has tons of food. Alright, recaptured Diem. Let's just garrison our guys back in there. The little timer starts over again. And we have a phalangite group coming down here to deal with the city. And actually, I'm gonna separate this. Yeah, I'm going to attach this general. It's not necessary to have a general in there. I usually do that, but it's just a huge waste of time. I'm going to move our units there, and how many? He just has spearmen, and oh, he's capturing a watchtower, that's why. But we'll go ahead and engage. Or capture the watchtower back at least. Oh, you can actually see, I forgot that you can actually see how close the revolt is based on this little meter once you zoom out. I guess you can see it when you zoom in too. Let's get these units over to the other side to attack Amphipolis. Rethusa should really regenerate some food soon. I just moved him back in to get that unit rebuilt. We're waiting because units are coming from the other side of the map, that's why. We captured our watchtower back, and now all these units are moving forward. Once we get the siege equipment over here, we will be able to launch our invasion. It's very slowly regenerating food. Let's upgrade this. Food's getting wasted. It's regenerating enough food per week that it could just fill the city up. And I don't think any other farms over here are being wasted. Nope, everyone else is given their food. The rebellion at Diem has been quelled. We got some food in Diem. Just a little bit though. Generally that means we got above 25% in one of these cities, and it'll just start sending all of its food over there. Alright, so now we're attacking the city. Let's move our guys up so that they can't get anyone out of the city. They're pulling some peltas out first. Stupid idea. Then spearmen. Should have brought their spearmen out first. Spearmen can hold a little longer than peltas, but they engaged everyone in melee, so they were trying to grab these catapults before I reduced the city to nothing. But they didn't maneuver very well. Alright, this city has food. Let's reduce this, and then the city will start giving to Toron. And there go the spearmen. Lost kind of a lot of guys there. But he leveled up, and we can get him another level of logistics. And these are the only units engaging in combat. We just had a bunch of rebellions. Sorry, I had to stop recording and I didn't pause the game. That was kind of dumb. But, oh, this is messed up. Alright, we'll just play until the game crashes, I guess. And just autosave, so there's no real difference. Stegamer revolted. We knew that would happen. Let's get some spearmen up in this city and let's demolish these walls. And we'll get our phalangites up to Amphipolis. Let's find these guys. These guys can go up here. We're going to take Heraclea Syntyche. And we'll get our Peltis out. And let's get some phalangites, because they're going to for sure bring units over to engage me. They probably won't be very good units. Stegoria has begun to rebel, but I think that we'll get food in the city. Oops. I think we'll get food in the city before it totally rebels. Oh, geez, he's sending a lot of guys over. They're almost all exclusively scout cavalry, though. And he's going to be trying to cross this little path here. He's not going to be able to make it. But our Peltis do not need to be trying to run across that river. So we're basically going to lure him out by taking out his city, and we're just going to move all these guys up. If you have them grouped together like this, they sometimes don't all engage the city properly. Now our Peltis are engaging, and it looks like he's got a lot of his units about ready to flee. Yeah, and he's depleted his manpower, so the next time he sends out units, he's not going to regenerate anything after that. Athens is very easy to engage once you start engaging him. The problem is he can constantly attack you from almost anywhere. Let's get our companions over this way. This isn't Athenian right here. Guess Athens only has cities on the coast. Let's try and cross and take out these Peltis. Lost quite a few Hypus. But we're going to send our guys over here anyway. Yes, perfect. These cities have stopped rebelling. Yes, and we're almost pushed through this city. And he doesn't have that much siege power at all anymore. Alright, we're discovering more land. As you can see, there's a lot of cities around here and a lot of mines. And there's actually quite a lot of farms, too. The wealth of Mount Pangaeus. The city-state of Amphipolis dominates the area around the mouth of the river Sturmon, and is a natural link between Pella and the mines of Mount Pangaeus. Conduct a campaign through Amphipolis to exploit the rich mine sites of Mount Pangaeus region. Alright. So, oh wow, this guy has a lot of Peltis in the city. And a lot of spearmen. Can we surround the city? Yes, we can quite easily surround the city. We are going to take these farms from him. He doesn't need them. He'll be defeated soon. And actually, we're just going to leave this guy here. He's going to take that food. 43 food, jeez. And we're going to wait for these guys. We're just going to kind of siege the city. And here comes some tribal javeliners. We're going to engage them because they are very decimate. They can do a lot of damage to you. But once they're engaged, they can't do too much, and they can get charged by cavalry, which is very unfortunate for them. There are a lot of them, though. Logistics or heroics? Logistics or heroics? Let's just max out our heroics. And make sure to capture these guys. Yeah, there are a lot of them, and once you engage, they usually flee fairly quickly. Once they start running into units like Spartans, it's kind of annoying, because the Spartans don't flee, like, at all. Unless you've got them totally surrounded, and you can't really surround them. So it's very annoying to have to deal with them, because you don't get very many slaves. But let's send our phalangites down to deal with this city. Let's merge up our slaves, and we'll put them in this city when we're done. Amphipolis. Amphipolis is let's look at the objective for that. Let's just add all of them here. So the siege. Amphipolis is a strategically important city. If the siege is protracted, Athens may counterattack through the Sturman Gulf and conduct hit-and-run amphibious raids into Lower Macedon through the Thermaic Gulf. Because of its port connection, it will be harder to starve the city without blocking the port or waiting for winter. So it was saying we should starve it. We're not going to do that. We're just going to attack with these catapults that we have. And then once we capture it, for this objective, all we need to do is capture it and we get a general, which is good because this phalangite group needs a general. Then we colonize it, move Philip to Amphipolis. Companions grow in size, and it becomes a native Macedonian city, which is fantastic. That means we can that means with these 12 city population, we will be able to get Macedonian units, and we won't have to worry about the city revolting. And we almost have it. There we go. We got the siege, and we just colonized it. Now it's never going to rebel. And we're going to put our companions here, and we're also going to put Philip here. That way, if we ever lose these companions ever again, they'll respawn right at Amphipolis. And it also has a lot of units that it can recharge. How close are these guys? They're coming. They're coming along. We're just going to move these guys across and attack this stuff that's being sieged down here. And we need to connect these to the... Oh, we don't want to connect that by land. We can connect it to Arethusa by land. And we'll connect to this city by sea. Even though it's winter, that's not great. But we don't need food in this city too badly, and this will allow us to bring in men from farther west. Alright. Do we have any new mines? No, we don't. Let's tell these guys to camp and forage for now. No point in them wasting food. And we have not killed everyone in that city, which is kind of a pain. But they'll be dead soon enough. Stegaria has begun to rebel. That is probably caused by the fact that we don't have sea access anymore. We can lower all these to 25 so that they start sharing all their food. This is 75 still, that's not great. This can go down to 25. You run into this. Sometimes you'll have cities that can store very large amounts of food, hoarding all the food to themselves, which is not very helpful. You want it to go to the front as quickly as possible. This city doesn't need 75, this city doesn't need 50. This city can get 25, whatever. And we just took this city. Looks like Stegaria has no way to connect through the ocean. Alright, we upgraded this road heavily. Let's downgrade that. We don't need to give them that much food anymore. We can send the food to there, because I want to send Olynthus' food to Stegaria. And we're going to upgrade this so that they get food, because I do not want them to rebel again. Olynthus should have plenty of food. Do we have sheep anywhere? There's a lot of sheep there. We have some sheep there. Let's just send these sheep over to Olynthus. Ugh, the path's not found. We'll just send them to Pella. We're going to start sending all of our sheep to Pella. And to Genius and Cletus the Black. Did we lose some phalangites at some point? This guy... Okay, we can put Cletus the Black on that guy. Cletus isn't that good. He can be a garrison troop. But where did Antigenius go? Because he is very good. Well, we're just going to create another phalangite and attach him to it. Let's see, where was his home? I just accidentally changed that to his home city. Let's make Crestonia his home city and move him over there with the phalangites. Alright, this city fantastically has 30 unrest with a wall. So we're going to leave that wall up. Oh, the city can connect here. He's connected? No. Oh yeah, I forgot how these cities connected. This one connects to here and here. Does it have a sea route? It does. So we're going to connect it to here. There we go. Alright. And Athens has another little city. Let's go ahead and engage that as quickly as possible, so he doesn't regenerate all of his guys. And we are actually going to change both of these to be getting their guys from Amphipolis, because it is so close to the front. Oh, what are you guys doing? I wanted you to go over here and attack this city. We're gonna move our guys up so that when we don't have to know exactly when these catapults engage, but they won't be able to come and attack us. Pretty sure this will be close enough that the catapults they'll be out of range. Oh, the catapults are engaging over here. Let's make our Hypus run. Come on, Peltus. And we can attach Amphipolis, I believe, has a lot of things to connect to it. 9, that's a pretty decent amount. We just slaughtered another Greek cavalry, taking out some hoplites. Let's go ahead and engage these guys from behind. Yeah, they're about to flee. Yes, and we took the city. And Athens has been expelled from this area. Athens lost this little colony. He still has all these little islands, and he also has some land up here, and he has Byzantium, and I guess he has Neapolis, but it's always nice to expel him wherever we can. Those catapults are getting up here. The city has no food. That's terrible. The city also has no food. Well, it has a little bit of food, but it's going to get eaten by these guys. And this fort is generally there so that you can attach this city by land to this city. And this fort does not need that much food. What other objectives do we have? Let's just put all these up. Alright, capture Neapolis. That's gives us a new general. Build those mines. We have to build some mines around here. Yeah. We have to build a few of these mines up. Then we get migrants, which are always good. Capture Osmone, and this is a Spear 1 city again. Where's Osmone? This is not showing me Osmone. Ah, it's right there. So we're going to go ahead and do that very soon. Crenides. I wonder why that's not got a wall around it. Well, let's move these guys up to attack this city. The Western Odryssians, because of they're also pretty weak. The ones that are farther along are a little bit more difficult to deal with because of how spread out they are, but these guys are not spread out at all. It's very easy to engage them. They're all kind of right around here, and they're very far away from each other, so their cities can't reinforce each other. Why did I do that? We're going to move you guys back. Yeah, and they tend to build spearmen for some weird reason. Alright, we got some heroics going up here. These guys are just constantly gaining morale. The best thing is when you can engage enemies that have very low morale, you can get experience very quickly. Oh, we captured Adamantes. Fantastic. In this city we have to tear down the walls. But now we can build these tribal javeliners, mercenary javeliners, and they're not very expensive. We can't let them get engaged in combat, but let's tear down these walls and we'll come over here to Heraclea Sintica. Yes, there's a little path through here. Alright, our Hypists are blocking that off. Let's get these guys attacking. This guy needs to run. There you go. And we'll get our Peltus moving up. Where are you guys? There you go. Now our Peltus can engage the people here, and if anyone comes down south, we can attack them. Yeah, why is this city not... that's weird. I don't know why it doesn't have walls. Oh, there's a general here, Conius. You can attach. The thing about generals is you only want one on a unit because each general can only add their bonus. They add whichever bonus. So if you have like 2 or 3 to a unit, It adds their bonus it adds the best of each general's bonus, but then you're kind of wasting it on another unit. Sorry, I had to take a drink there. But if you do have too many units, you can't add generals. And some in the sandbox campaign, sometimes you start with just way too many generals, so you can add them like 2 to a unit. As long as they have complementary skills, it'll be beneficial to you. I haven't even connected this to anything. I always forget to connect my cities, but it's definitely going to connect to Amphipolis. How many connections does this have? 3 of 3. That's not great. I'm probably going to have to rearrange all of these connections. Do I really need Crestonia? Yeah, I kind of do. I really want this 4 of 4. That's just terrible. It's kind of like a bottleneck. It's very hard to connect cities, but once I take Heraclea at Sintica, I can connect through this northern area, so that'll be way easier. Let's have this guy take this farm. This guy can take this tower. I know that the enemies come down through here. Oh, we're getting spearmen engaged against us. And some peltas are coming down. No, those are spearmen. Oh, that was a terrible idea. Let's send our peltas up to engage them. This city doesn't have anyone left. I might march up here because I know that they come down here all the time. I'm actually going to take that watchtower and then I'm going to send my units up. Let's get this guy across. Get this guy across. Alright. We took this city, Ozamone, to capture Ozamone and then move Philip to Ozamone. We can do that right now. And let's go ahead and attack Creneades. This is a rather easy campaign. First time I did this without catapults. It was brutal. Just a little description of what my first campaign was like. Since I started here and I was at war with the Illyrians, I believe, I'm not even sure if I took this area. I might have taken this area before, but I just went crazy against the Illyrians. I took these cities and Tymphaea. I didn't go south to Alisson or any of this area. I just went straight west and destroyed Illyria. And Illyria is massive. It's one of the biggest factions in the game. It goes all the way up here. So this is all Illyria. And I did it all without catapults, which is ridiculous. I really should have gotten the catapults first. And it's not even good land. Like, the stuff isn't very... The cities don't have many connections, and there's a bunch of mines that aren't built up here that you can't really connect to anything. It's just terrible. But for some reason I did it, and it creates a lot of... You can get attacked from here. The Paeonians were constantly attacking me. They are one of the biggest factions in the game, besides maybe the Persians are clearly massive. But by the time you get to them... you can just, they're, like, you can just slowly whittle away at them, basically, and they don't do too many sea landings. They do, but they're not very often, and the only land routes they can get to you are right here. And that's just a huge bottleneck. There's, like, 3 cities right there that you can defend very easily. Okay, let's send these guys up to Neapolis, while these guys just capture this city. There's some spearmen inside, so we're going to send our peltas up there to deal with the spearmen that come out. We captured Ozamone. Let's capture these mines. Fortress Ozamone. You've captured the city of Ozamone and claimed it as a spearman land. It is now a city of Macedons and will never rebel. So that didn't give us anything except for making it into a Macedonian city, which is pretty helpful, I guess. But we have to connect. Yes, let's connect through land right there. It's a good city to have to keep from rebelling. I can leave the walls up. It's always nice to be able to leave your walls up. And the Hypists are engaging these spearmen still. I really want them to level up. I really like having my spearmen and my companion cavalry maxed out on their XP as early as possible, because it's for sure going to happen before the end of the campaign. Settle a score. Migrants will appear in Crestonia. Fantastic. Is Crestonia maxed out? And Foxios, let's move them there. Is this city maxed out? Basaltia, yes. This city is not. Mygdonia. Let's go down to Mygdonia. And everything east of here is either not native, or is either not Macedonian, or is already maxed out. So Mygdonia. Once we get Mygdonia, then everything will be. I'll fill in all the cities west of here. Oh, I have some migrants right here. Need to start paying attention. Alright, 3 of 4 in Heracleum. Yeah, I'll fill in Heracleum too, because that's also the most southern city. Alright. I think I'm going to end the video after I capture these 2 cities. We took some new land, Amphipolis, Heraclea Sintica. We just pushed the border this way. Let's discover this area. See what's over there. There we go. Nestus River area. We're going to attack Odrysia Nestus. It'll launch all kinds of invasions from over there. And it's very annoying. And we can connect. How much does? They have 5. Well, let's connect Parabalia, and then we'll connect to these 2 farms, and then we'll connect to Adamantus. Should this be where we connect? Yeah, I'm going to delete one of these farms, or I'm going to delete the connection to one of the farms and send it directly to Amphipolis. Looks stupid, but now we have a connection pretty much through Pella, just with very few cities in between. And now I can move these phalangites to go repair these watchtowers, because a lot of the enemies are coming through Heraclea Sintica. And let's get... Did we get 2 tribal javeliners there? Oh, we are almost out of money. Jeez. How did that happen? Well, let's get 2 spearmen there, and we're about to get a ton of mines. And I'll also attack this city next video too, because that's the city up here has a lot of mines. Migrants appear in Crestonia. Fantastic. More migrants. And Foxos, that's where we can send them. And Philippi is unlocked. Crinides is surrounded by a number of mines and should be a focus for expansion. Move Philip into Crinides to colonize it. Alright, so another Macedonian city can be created via this. And we just took this mine. This will give us another 80 gold. They had a whole bunch of slaves there. Very helpful to us. And let's take these farms and let's start taking all these mines over. Philippi taken. Yes. Spearman coming through here. What a goofball. We'll actually send Philip to deal with him. Alright, we got Neapolis. Now I definitely need to take this city. It's kind of in my way. So I'm going to send these guys, let's grab control of them. I'm going to send these guys down here. These guys just do not care that their spearmen are going to get slaughtered. Took Neapolis. Was that part of an objective? Yes, the eastern approach. Capture Neapolis. Gino Clearchus will arrive in Barbaros. Fantastic, Clearchus. Let's get one more phalangite up. Where can we put them? Phalangite right here. We're getting so much more manpower that now we can afford several more phalangite groups, and we'll leave him in Barbaros as a garrison. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll continue my second video right after this one, but I'm trying to keep them a little shorter. I keep putting them up at an hour long. Hopefully this is much shorter than that. Thanks for watching, have a good day.